Emerge Podcast, episode 3. Today's a bit of a special day. We've got our first guest on the podcast. So we've got the amateur MMA fighter, Jamie McGlinchey. So thanks very much, Jamie, for coming on, mate.
Yeah, mate, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Very good day. Very good day.
Very good. Probably be a busy man during these times, so...
Aye. Sitting about in the house work I'm doing.
Aye, exactly.
So difficult. So difficult.
Thanks very much for coming on. So we'll just start off. Obviously, I've said amateur MMA fighter, current record's 2-1. What we'll do is we'll go right back to the start, and then we'll get to the MMA stuff kind of later on. We'll just let everybody else get to know you really. So first off, so you grew up in North Glasgow. So just tell us what that was like. What did you get up to in your early days?
Played football, got mad weight, and everything that you usually do when you were Dave Milton, I suppose.
I know. That's the thing. It's just a normal upbringing, pretty much, for somebody in North Glasgow, eh?
Pretty standard, mate. Aye. Between that and just kicking the ball about as much as I could.
Yeah. Well, moving on. That was probably your first sport in love, eh? Was football before MMA.
Mate, I don't even know if it was my first sport in love, to be honest, man. I didn't really start playing football until I was about 12-year-old. Before that, I was too busy playing Pokemon and other stuff like that.
Yes. Did you have a Tamagotchi?
No.
Did you never have a Tamagotchi?
No, mate, we should have had one, but I never had one.
Did she? Aye. So I'm the weirdo in this conversation then.
So, talk to us about a Tamagotchi, Kenny. What's just got with that?
It was just a wee circle thing about that. And then you just had to look after it. It was... Do you know what I did, you know?
I thought that was just the sun as well.
That is the nuts and bolts, mate. You had a wee tiny horrible thing and a wee yellow casing and you had to look after it. So let's move on with the conversation quite quickly. Was it just football and that was it?
Well, what I was going to say, was it ever your sort of ambition to become a pro football player and all that? No, was that not even a thought? Or
mate, I don't even think it was, to be honest, man. Like, where I was, like the boys' club, I was quite settled, man.
Uh-huh.
I did have like a trial for Airdrie, a trial for Hamilton, but it wasn't really my cup of tea, man. The standard at Airdrie was worse than what I was getting at Arsenal, the boys' club I played for, and the boys at Hamilton were just so up themselves. It was fucking ridiculous, man.
Did you find it was like a bunch of pals? Was it like, even though it was a step up, like teams like Airdrie and Hamilton, they'd had their wee clique and they'd all stepped up again and you were getting pulled in and you couldn't really settle?
It probably was quite cliquey, to be honest, but I don't know if it was just because I was just like there, you know what I mean? But like playing with our team, it was a lot of local boys anyway, and anybody that sort of came in, like we had boys playing from like Hamilton and that, who came and played with us, and within like a game or two, they were absolutely sound. Well, quite good that way. So I was maybe just used to being in that sort of environment, but fuck knows.
So what age did you play football up to?
20, 21. I played with that boys' club until under 21s, and then I don't know if I had like a year off, and then it was between 6 months to a year, and then this is going to sound funny because I'm a horrible hun, but I ended up playing for this.
No horrible. It's no horrible for you at all. I'm certainly not him. So.
I ended up playing with this mad church team for a while, and like I thought I was just going for a game of football, man. But like before the games, they were like huddled up and one of them would like thank Jesus and stuff like that, man. And I think that lasted for like a couple of weeks, and I had to like call it a day with that as well, man, because that wasn't my cup of tea either.
Just not feel comfortable.
It's not even like comfortable because it's just weird. It's just weird. You know what I mean? I'm going to play football.
See, when you're talking about the step, like maybe going for trials with Airdrie, and you said the level probably wasn't much different. Yeah. Because you remember, like, because we obviously I played in Arsenal as well, so Jamie was my captain. For anybody that doesn't know, growing up. So when you think back about some of the boys that we had in the team that we had, it was pretty much second to none, and at our level anyway. Do you know?
100%. I mean, we won regional cups, Glasgow cups, got a league title under our belt. Literally the only thing we never ever won was a Scottish Cup, which was unfortunate. I don't know if we made it a semi-final or the quarter-final. I think it was maybe the semi-final when we were under 19s. And that was like the year we'd went and won the league and stuff like that. So, but I don't know, man. Definitely a few players for that team could have went and made it. But again, we were all like mates and we were all just going out and getting mad with it the weekend. So we had
Did any of the players actually make it? Did anybody take that step up? No.
I don't think anybody has. A boy, shout out to fucking Mark Logan, he took up his scholarship and he's been living in the States for 5-6 years now.
That's right,
I think he's married now, actually.
Jeez,
so he's went there and I think he must have a career in that now. I've not really been in touch with him, unfortunately, but he's definitely doing well for himself.
He was a cracking big player.
Aye, cracking boy all in, man. Made that jump there, so fair play to him.
Aye.
Bold.
Definitely. Well, good on him. I shout out to Marty there. There's a wee blast for the past. So moving on then. So football wasn't really a goal as such. It was more of a hobby. So obviously between the time for you playing football to you starting your MMA sort of career was about a 4-year gap. Is that right?
No. Aye.
20.
I'd say about 4 years, roughly. 3-4 years.
Right. And what dare I ask, what did you get up to in that time then? Is that maybe what sparked on an MMA career?
Literally nothing, man. Like that. In between that time, I was just waiting for the weekend to come go enjoy myself. During the week, I was literally just sitting in the house playing FIFA with my mates as well. But I did start watching MMA and mainly UFC. And then I started to enjoy it a bit more. I started watching a bit more of the regional stuff and further out. But I always knew about it because growing up, I always most people watch WWE. And then I heard that Brock Lesnar made that sort of jump out of there. And that's what I got attention to start off with. But again, I'd only seen wee bits here and there. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. And during that 3-4 year hiatus, I did absolutely nothing. I remember buying a DVD and it was the best of UFC 2011. And funnily enough, actually, Brock Lesnar gets finished off Overeem on that DVD.
Right.
And once I watched that, I think it was 4 or 5 hours of content on it. And once I watched that, I started thinking I'd maybe like to give it a bash. But again, it was just a thought, just put in the back of my mind. I knew the grip house was 5 minutes down the road, but it's just the thought of going and start a fight gym was quite eerie.
It would be
quite nerve-wracking, to be honest. So I always took a wee back step with that. And then me and my mate Ryan, we ended up both going to the Gracie Barra gym at the bottom of the town and started doing jiu-jitsu. He's still doing it to this day, but again, he's at a different gym altogether. I think I'd done it for about 6 months, man, and again, I just sort of fell away for that because I hated training in a gi and stuff like that. And then
it's a very traditional, isn't it, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? It's very the white belts will clean the mats and
I never had to clean the mat, but again, I'd never ever shy away from either, know what I mean?
It's quite a traditional sort of a lot of history with that, isn't there?
Yeah. I don't want to talk bad about the gym, but they were a wee bit sometimes as well, man. But I ended up falling away from that as well because I didn't like wearing gis and stuff like that. And again, at the end of the day, I wanted to fight and do MMA. And I think it was maybe in November of that year, I seen something pop up on Facebook, and it was my now coach. He was running a 6 weeks fundamental course, so it was Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and we were at a time. I think one was striking, one was grappling, and I don't know. I think the other one was jiu-jitsu, and just learning the basic fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
So I had done that, and then I just went from there, man. I loved the course, and then I just started. I got a membership actually before the the course finished, and then just make sure I was turning up regularly.
Was there a kind of, obviously I know you spoke about Brock Lesnar there, making the kind of transition from wrestling across to the UFC, but was there a particular moment or that you seen, or was it a particular person? Was it Brock Lesnar, you think, that would maybe spurred you on to?
He brought it to light for me. Right. I think.
Same, aye. That was the first time I heard the UFC in that as well.
Nah, I heard of like cage fighting, you know what I mean? I just thought it was this big taboo thing that barbarics do, you know what I mean?
Aye, big barbarians with shields and swords.
I just thought it was grim. And then like, when I watched that DVD, that's when I started to pay a bit more attention to it. And then standard during that time is when like Conor McGregor was starting to come up in the scene a bit more. Yeah. I think he actually just signed for the UFC at the time, and then with that, for me, it was just starting to grow as well. I think a lot of people probably look on him as being the main staple for how they go into it. And he definitely helped with me, but I think it's probably Brock Lesnar for me to start off with.
I think with Conor McGregor, it's more the sort of noise that he made, which just became all social media. That's all you seen. That was for me. I remember it was the very first time when he was meant to fight Jose Aldo, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" Because you just kept seeing him put him up all the time. I didn't really follow UFC before or MMA.
Yeah,
and then I just kept seeing him, and obviously they got cancelled that time, and he had two fights before that. They eventually got to fight, but I think McGregor, for probably most people in Europe, or especially in the UK anyway, or Ireland, is probably the person who spurred them on.
See with the whole Brock Lesnar going for WWF or WWE at the time, whatever it was, to UFC, and then it was like a couple of months later, he was the champion. A wee bit of me was wondering if it was fake, just because I'd never heard it, I'd never watched it, and I just heard this guy's went from WWE to that, and then he's a champion all of a sudden. I'm like,
I think it was staged like WWE.
That's what I thought. I thought it was all fake as well. But it's no fake.
Until you actually watch it.
But until you watch it and you see, oh no, this is proper skilled. Aye, definitely real, 100%.
To be fair, he has a bit of a specimen as well.
He was such a beast, wasn't he? He probably still is. I don't know if he's still doing it, but my God, man.
So he's very quick as well, man. And I don't know. Obviously, back then, I think everybody was on the juice as well. So it's probably a bit of that. You know what I mean?
It was almost promoted back then, though, wasn't it? It wasn't. You never got drug tested, or?
Nah, I think Ishada's only been involved for. I don't even know if it's been as long as 5 years.
That's a good fact. That's a great fact.
There you go.
It might not even be fact, but...
No, it's fact. You've said it. Everybody says it, and it's definitely fact. We're breaking ground here in this podcast. That was fact.
I'm going to tell her that then. Anything I say in this podcast is true.
Exactly.
Aye. Don't let anybody say otherwise.
What? See, do you remember when you first spoke to family and friends and stuff like that, what their reactions were? Did you get any sort of negativity towards it, or worry with your family, or?
No necessarily negativity. I think they thought I was for a pish.
Nice.
But at the same time, it's like I've just said something to them and they thought, right, no bother. But then through this, because I was training a lot, I started eating a lot more healthy, and before that I was a fussy git man for eating. And even still, I'm eating a lot more and trying more things, and it's definitely helped diet-wise as well, man. Eating a lot better, I'm a lot fitter. And so once I was getting in late from the gym, going straight to the kitchen, then straight up the stairs to go to bed, and then back up in the morning after, and just rinse and repeat 5-6 days a week. I think they sort of bit onto that a wee bit. And even since my dad's starting to understand the rule set a bit more and just try and take it in himself, because at least when he comes, he can understand what he's watching at the same time.
See, what you were saying about your diet and stuff like that, and did that affect everybody around you at the time? So you started eating better. Did everybody else start going, no? All right.
Nah.
All right. Oh well. I used to sometimes you find somebody, if one person starts eating better and maybe eating clean and being that healthy lifestyle, if it has a knock-on effect to other people, but right, okay.
Nah, 9 times out of 10, my mum and dad didn't even eat the same dinners, know what I mean? So I just went in and did my thing, and that was it, really.
That's good, man. That's such a good determination, to have that mindset to not let it waver and just keep going. That's strong-willed.
It's funny because
basically constantly living off bird's eye chicken and kebabs, know what I mean? It's not really ideal when I'm trying to go 100 mile an hour at times.
No.
It's not feeling
certainly it was killing me at times, man. Like getting stitches, just the stairs of the gym is fucking horrible. And even walking up the stairs, you can get a stitch at times. So feeling shitty before I even started wasn't really ideal. So it's really just over the last 3.5 years now, it's just really just been learning and adapting as I go along, and then obviously having the kid, buying a house, and everything's just constantly changing, a big cycle, man. And it's getting. I don't want to say it's getting easier, but we're starting to just find our own groove with it, where I can all train at the same and stuff like that.
It's becoming more familiar.
Yeah, and just finding the balance. I mean, I can be out for 6:30, 7 in the morning and not getting in till 8, half 8, which isn't really ideal. And then I like to get 8 hours sleep at least. So then I'm back in the bed at 10, say, and then back up again at 6 and just rinse, repeat it.
Aye. But hopefully, obviously,
pay off. Aye.
I was going to say that's the ultimate goal. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, one day it'll pay off and you'll be big time.
UFC.
Make sure you don't forget us, eh?
Yeah. You see, that's fine, man. Like, for me, I just really want to see how far I can go, man, and just enjoy it at the end of the day. I definitely think I can say I'll always train anyway. Yeah. But man, if I stop enjoying it, then I won't. I don't think I'll fight, but I'm enjoying it tenfold. So we're a long way off yet.
Half the battle, isn't it?
100%, man.
What's the process? So see before we go into more of your kind of fight camps and stuff like that. What's the process? So obviously, how long were you training for before you actually even
found a weight class?
18 months.
18 months. And how did you decide? Like Kenny said there, how do you decide what weight class you're going to be getting into? Do you just take what your weight you're at that moment and work out how much you can strip? Or
well, it really just varies. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I was training. I say to my coach, "Look, I like to fight." And he's like, "Right, no bother. Roughly, you'll be 18 months, give or take, depending on how you look. Absolutely fine." And then the time came, and I can't remember if I asked him if I could fight on that show, and he says aye. And I think because I naturally float about when I'm fit 70, 71 kilo, and it was the same day weigh-in. He says, like, let's try you at 65, and then after that it's just been like 66 at featherweight. So I'm quite happy there. I know I don't need to kill myself to make that weight. If I ever do like a day before weigh-in, I'll maybe go a bit lower, try it out, see how it goes. No big deal, you know what I mean? But I'd fight it like anyway. Like when it really matter for me, then now I just want to get as much experience in. But obviously, situations can change, and current pandemic's a bit shitty as well, man. So I don't know when I'm next be able to get to fight.
That takes
I don't know where I'm next get to train. That's just tough.
Yeah. So and am I right in saying that you, because it's the same day weigh-in, you need to diet to that weight rather than as opposed to cutting water?
Yeah. People do cut water, but I don't really need to cut the water, so I wouldn't opt to do it. You know what I mean? I mean, the first time I tried to do 65 again, it's the first time I'd ever tried to diet ever in my life. So I had a bit of a torrid time getting into that, and then because of that, when I fought the second time, I was way ahead of schedule. And again, I think I was on weight like 4 weeks before, but I felt shite, like absolutely horrific, man, for like the next 4 weeks, and it really interfered with my training, man. And then, like I said, it's just adapting and learning. But the third fight, just the dieting went absolutely perfect, man. I felt brilliant all the way right through as well. I was making sure I was getting all my nutrition in. I always checking with Graham as well, letting him know how I'm going on, and he just tells me any wee changes I need to make.
Who's Graham? Who's that?
Graham's a strength conditioning coach.
Right, okay.
Elation fitness training. Really good at what he does, man. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
What's good is the way you're saying, like, the way your first fight, second fight, third fight, things are getting better and better and better. Like, you're managing to get a wee sweet spot as you run up to your fight. You're getting that. You're like, right, well, no, next week I need to be this weight, and you're not really sacrificing your performance in the way up to fights. You're actually slowly but surely just hitting that ground running and smashing it.
Just finding that balance, pretty much, mate. Like, I feel like if you can find that balance early enough, then surely you can carry it forward, man.
Definitely.
I see these like professional fighters like miss weight and stuff, and for me, it's
just
like,
probably
I would rather lose the fight than miss.
I know what you mean.
Because sometimes, like, if you lose a fight, you might not have been able to control the situation to the best of your ability, but you can always control your diet.
It's easy for you to say.
Aye, basically.
It's hard for me to control my diet right enough. But
so hard for me now, especially just now. But food's too tasty, man. I love food.
Like the next little week or two, like, after I thought, I've always like went ham, like, on food and chocolate and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I want to sort of nip that in the bud as well, man, because then I've blown up and then just had to like lose all that again.
That makes it harder for you.
To be honest, it's like, I'm craving this, I'm craving that, but see, once I get it and I've had it for like a week, I'm like, that was shite. Like, all that for nothing, you know what I mean? I make myself sick.
Aye. Especially if you're dieting for so long, because you must like get it in your system and your body could maybe like reject it. Like, you sometimes feel like, I'm going to be sick because of the grease or whatever it is you're eating.
If my diet's bad, I suffer from like really bad heartburn as well. Then that comes back with a vengeance, and then
it's a spiral, isn't it? Downward spiral.
I'm eating like rubbish carbs, start feeling like things you don't normally feel.
Your internet was jumping a wee bit there. You're going to be a wee bit robot-y there. Where did you get heartburn? Where did you get heartburn and then?
Yeah, I get heartburn and stuff like that, and then I've lost track of where I was talking now.
Sorry, it's just if you broke up and I was like, I find I get like heartburn and you feel dead lethargic and horrible. And
like, that's what it is. Like eating like crap foods, and I start feeling like wee niggles that I wouldn't normally feel, like inflammation in the bones and stuff like that. So that for me is next, just to try and nip in the bud, like learning and adapting to current situations.
Do you take a lot of supplements and stuff like that for inflammation and like your vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin?
I take
or omega 3s.
I eat a lot of fruit and veg, but I still take vitamins just to make sure I'm getting it. So I'll take an iron. In fact, that last fight, I'd only just started taking iron.
That's to help your vitamin C absorption. That helps you with vitamin C.
I think it's like your red blood, like oxygen going through your
energy,
stuff like that. Pretty much. I don't eat any fish, so I take like a omega 3, 6 and 9 supplement, a B complex, and I just a lot of multivitamins. That means at least I'm getting everything in there.
Cover all bases.
I probably take too much of something as well along the lines, but I take CBD capsules as well, and I'm trying to.
They're great.
I want to introduce like turmeric into my diet as well, just for like inflammation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mate, that's brilliant. That is really, really good stuff. Aye.
Just need to see how it goes. I see people that put a lot of it like, into their teas and that, and I drink like a lot of, not the last couple of weeks, but I do tend to drink a lot of like green tea. So if I can try and like mix that together, I don't know how it would taste, but if I go for it down, it might not be too bad.
I know.
And then if you're not to enjoy it.
So is that your strength and conditioning coach that said to you about all the vitamins, or is that you doing a bit of research? And
that's just me doing a bit of research. Like when I'm sitting about like, in my tea breaks at work or anything like that, and if I'm just trying to like, learn wee bits, there's been times where I've had to like re-Google just to make sure I'm understanding it properly and what vitamins and what minerals are for what. I've never like got a notepad or anything like that, so I don't really jot anything down because it is just a case of like jumping on your phone. But I'm just constantly doing that over the course and to try to like, learn behinds as I go along.
Brilliant, man.
Definitely.
Good to show your commitment for it.
Aye, brilliant.
I like feeling good.
Quite right, aye.
I know, definitely. You take it for granted a lot when you're younger as well. See me going back to like being teenagers, like even turning 20, early 20, you notice the difference big time from when you jump to that to, I mean, we're only mid to late 20s just now. Kenny's a wee bit older.
Shut up, man.
But,
so rude.
Oh, you definitely notice it, 100%.
Look at my grey hair, look how bad that is, man. That's...
Maybe there's people just listening though, so just for people that are listening.
Well, it's really grey. It's exceptionally grey.
But I see just jump back to your just before your first fight. What was your initial reaction? So see when you got the go ahead that you were going to be fighting, were you scared or were you just buzzing or?
I think I was just both. I remember I was just excited, mate. To be honest, I don't remember feeling like scared in the process until like on the day. It was like after I got my hands wrapped, everything felt a bit more real, and that's when like the nerves and all that all started to like appear. But it is what it is, man. He'll be feeling the exact same, so it's only like natural. Know what I mean? Do
you know who Tony Robbins is?
Aye.
Tony Robbins, right? So Tony Robbins has got an audio book out, and I'll be listening to that. See the chemical makeup of somebody who's excited and somebody who's really nervous. It's the exact same.
Right.
It's the exact same. So if you choose to feel excited, you feel excited. But if you choose to feel nervous, then you feel nervous. But the chemical makeup in the body is the exact same.
Yeah, it's essentially just your body getting itself ready for whatever's going to be happening.
Preparing. It's just up to you how you choose it. And like you said, you're excited, which is good. Because
it's actually it's during the warm up for my second fight. I end up I don't know if it was like a mixture like just eating too much in the nerves, but during the warm up I had to run away to the bin and spew.
Oh, no,
really?
Aye, mate. I think I was just hitting pads with my coach, try to get everything moving. I had to nip away and just spew in the bin. But during my first fight, I was actually sick in my mouth in the cage.
Wow, man. See the amount of things that you would... this probably happens to everybody, and you never ever know about it. Yeah. Oh, that must have tasted so bad, man.
I'm just glad it never came out, you know what I mean? I think I took the boy down, because I think he just clipped me, actually, and then I managed to finish a takedown. And it's just before I stood up, because it was the end of the round, if I remember right. So just as I went to stand up, I swallowed it. Oh, but it wasn't pleasant, man.
So just motivate you more. You'd be like, oh, it's horrible. I'm going to get you.
Just, must be quite important though. Beforehand, like, see, because if you were into, I know it's a bit different, right? But your type of sports like so intense, right? So you're full on for 5 minutes or 3 or however long your rounds are. But can you imagine drinking like even something simple like drinking too much water before you go in? And you get that kind of full stomach. See, if I run and if I've got full stomach, I just spew. So definitely find that balance.
It definitely has an effect, man. Yeah. I mean, even when we're sparring, like just try to sip water in between rounds, but at the same time, if you've got that old like cotton mouth, you know what I mean, it's just natural just to try and like guzzle it. So it's just tough not to do that, man.
Definitely. Did you see when you were before you were going into your first fight, like during your camp and stuff? Did you have a specific sort of training style? Did you, because you're predominantly for what we've seen for your first 3 fights, you like to a decent wrestler and more kind of like jiu-jitsu and has that always been your kind of thoughts when you first started training, or were you just taking it as it came? Or
just taking it as it came, mate. I wouldn't even say I'm really a jiu-jitsu player, man. Like I roll, but it's certainly not my strong suit anyway. I'm quite naturally strong, so I feel confident enough like to be on top of someone and just try and work like that.
Yeah.
But I like to like move and sparring. I like to like just try and stand up as well, man. It's just when I'm in, anytime I fought, it's just not even like the first fight I was quite comfortable standing up, but the other 2 I just felt more instinctive to like shoot takedowns. So I always says like before I'm going to do this and that in my head, and then once I'm in there, it's
totally different.
Aye, totally different, man. It's just trying to do what you're doing, plus like listen to like Dean as well, and just go with the flow, man.
See, it's funny you say that because I remember when Conor McGregor fought Eddie Alvarez, and
right.
Eddie Alvarez is obviously predominantly a wrestler. He's an All-American sort of wrestling champion or whatever. So his whole camp was based around him taking Conor McGregor down.
Yeah.
And I think he shot for maybe 2 takedowns the whole fight. And then they asked him after it, like, was that no your game plan? And he said, aye. And he was like, I just don't know. When you go in there,
he didn't want to get roped into boxing with him.
Aye. But the whole plan just went away. Do you know what I mean? It must be hard to try and stick to a game plan when your coaches are watching you. Obviously, they know what they're talking about, but you're the one in there at the end of the day, so you can see. Well, you can't see what's going to happen, but you can get a better understanding or a better feel for something.
It's like even when they're up to that last one, I think like sparring on a Monday, Thai boxing, kickboxing, and then like me and a few of the boys started getting together on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock, just to box, like put big gloves on and just box and just work on that. And then obviously we got a Friday and a sparring. So like, I was working a lot on my striking as well, and it was definitely coming on leaps and bounds. But again, I went in there, my footwork was fine. I just didn't exchange enough, as I would have liked to. But when I've watched that one back, I definitely feel I won it a lot more comfortable than I did at the time. But aye.
See the first.
Cool.
Sorry,
2 seconds. So we are going to talk about your 3 fights. But do you remember? See, when you're in there, do you remember them? Do you reflect, or do you see what takes you to come out to watch them to go? That's right, I remember that now. Or is it just adrenaline the full time you're in there?
A bit of both, man. Like I'll remember like bits and bobs, and I won't remember bits and bobs. It's so handy to be able to like go back and like watch and see what I should have done here and what I shouldn't have done there. And you can see all like the wee little mistakes, even mistakes that you wouldn't even make in training, but you've made in there just because the million and one things in your head when you're in there,
Aye, definitely. See your first fight. How long? What's a kind of average training camp? Does it change in terms of like the length? How many weeks, or is it always kind of the same?
To be honest, like I feel like most people say the same, man. Like training camp is more of a thing of the past, man, because like they're trying to train all
the time,
around, constantly, always improving. And if anything, the intensity just goes up a bit more. For like maybe 5-6 weeks prior, like people put it on you a bit more in sparring and stuff like that. But nah, I wouldn't say anything really changes except the intensity, man.
Could you, for anybody that maybe doesn't know, obviously we don't really know either, but what sort of prep do you have for a camp then? What is it? Obviously, I know you said the only thing that really changes is the intensity, but when you say the intensity, does that mean like people pour it on you a bit, or do you increase your sessions per week, or are you monitored a lot more closely, or
a bit of both, man? Like obviously, like, I'm training all year round, but like if I've got a fight coming up, Laura will give me a wee bit more of a green light. Look, you can have like the extra hour or so, or you can train like the Saturday, because like I said, I'm still trying to like find that balance between family life and doing that, especially at Hammer. So I can get the extra sessions in, and then the only thing that really changes is just the calorie deficit as well, man.
Yeah, but that must be hard though, training training as hard as you do in a deficit. Do you know what I mean? Because it's hard enough training the way you train when you're maybe even maybe in a surplus, or maintenance. Do you know what I mean? It's probably hard enough. Whereas when you're minusing maybe sometimes maybe up to 700 calories from your diet, that must take it out you a lot more.
It can, man, but like there's times you can be a wee bit hard on yourself as well, where you've maybe had a session and like you've mentally felt like shitty and lethargic through it, but like you'll like speak to like your training partners or whatever, and they're like, no, you're looking sharp, you're doing well. So a lot of it can just be mental as well, because I actually eat. I only eat what 10 o'clock and then 1 o'clock. That's like my 2 breaks in work, and then I don't have a dinner until I'm home that night. So the only thing that's tough for me with the calorie deficit is just because my work is pretty like a lot of manual labour.
So is it you on sites?
I'm on sites, I do groundworks, so I'm like laying slabs and cubs and stuff like that for a living.
Nice, so they are.
Yeah. Right, innit?
We'll check, me and you will do a podcast together, we'll do a different one, we'll do a groundworks one.
I'll sound the bricks.
You see all these old guys, all the construction workers listening in and all that.
Aye, but is that you? Heard about that great slab you laid the other week? Sure, buddy.
So we'll move on then to your actual fights, right? So Kenny and we've obviously had a look through the fights. I'd watched them before, as we'd said. So first fight, what's it like? See when you're just ready to come out. Obviously, I know you said when you get your hand wrapped and stuff, it starts to become a bit more real. But what's it like when you walk out and you first see the crowd? Because obviously these is on top promotions, isn't it? There's still how many? About 1,000 people, maybe.
Give or take, probably. Aye. It just depends on how many tickets they sell, but it's always relatively mobbed anyway.
Even
I couldn't believe when I watched the videos how busy it was. Like, not that I'm saying I was expecting it to be quiet, but I thought it was at like the Emirates or something because it was just so loud. It was crazy.
It's a good show to fight on, man. Like, the promoters as well have always been really good with you as well, and it's just an ideal platform, especially for amateurs.
Aye, definitely. What's you feeling like then when you walk out, and obviously you've got your family, and I know your dad, so I know he would have been the loudest one shouting there. So what was it like when you seen like your dad and your mum and all your mates and stuff like that when they're all shouting for you? Is it quite emotional, or do you just kind of hype you up a wee bit?
From what I remember, my first fight, my mates weren't there because I actually left the venue straight to the airport to go on my mate's stag do. Right. They were already there for the day before, so it was really just my family that was there.
I remember that actually. I remember you posted it. That's right.
So the bit where you walk into the cage was actually at the opposite end from where they were all sitting, so I didn't really see them at the time. So I think that probably helped me a wee bit because I didn't feel the pressure as much. The second time, I definitely they were right beside the ramp, but I was just too what's the word for it? Just too
focused.
Not even focused, man. I think I was just trying to be too intense, even with myself, man.
Right.
And then just being in there, it was almost like a poker face more than anything, and just saying in my head, I'm going to do this and do that, and I feel like I just overwhelmed myself a wee bit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then third time round, even on a run up to the fight, I just kept saying to myself, just enjoy it. Whether you perform or not, just make sure you're enjoying it. So I remember going into the cage the third time, taking a big deep breath, getting in. I was actually happy and excited when I was in there. I presume it's just because I'm getting a bit more comfortable with it as well.
Oh, aye, definitely.
And I actually remember facing the boy and giving a big smile, and I actually think I winked at him as well, and he was he was just saying try to be all tense and shit like that, and I think once I winked at him, he started laughing back at us, and I think it's sort of
settled him.
Broke the tension a wee bit. Know what I mean? We're just in there for a fight and a bit of sport. Know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's no need to be a dick about it at the same time.
Aye.
I was watching him when you walked in, it did look like, I'm not saying you're like Mike Tyson, but that way Mike Tyson is that he's looking where he's going, he's looking at that opponent, and that pure, what's the tunnel vision or something like that, you know exactly where you're going, what you're doing, and why you're there. And I don't think it's maybe just, like you're saying, excitement, and you're just wanting to get in there and you want to have fun and win.
Everybody's got their own ways of dealing with it. The first boy, I thought he was dead tense and growling, and even during the fight, he was trying to taunt and shit like that. If that's what you're into, mate, batter in, know what I mean? But
did it work out for him, did it?
Nah. But nah, it's no my part, man. Yeah, just need to go and I'm happy to just go in there and just do it for as long as I possibly can, know what I mean?
Aye. Well,
because at the end of the day, both you shake hands and I've actually
you're not there.
You've hit a brand new after it, so it's
you're all mates. Do you know? Well, not all mates. But you know what I mean. You're so there's a mutual respect there because you respect what each other's done over the last. Well, obviously they're training all the time, but for 10 weeks before it, they've been really intense and thinking about you, and you've been thinking about them, and definitely. So we spoke about obviously walking into the crowd, right? And you hear the crowd and stuff like that. What's it like when you actually get into the cage for the first time in an actual match rather than just in sparring? An actual event.
I found it quite daunting the first time, if I'm honest, man. Like I said, like the boy the first time round was like dead tense, and like I remember like, facing off at the weigh-in with him, and like his head, he was growling that much, his head was fucking vibrating. Like it was weird. And then so I try to like carry that persona into the fight, I guess. And because as soon as I remember that I walked in, and because he locked eyes with me, I just made sure I wasn't like
wavered.
I wasn't breaking contact with him. So I ended up just a bit of a tense stare off. I think that sort of like pissed me off a wee bit more as well, man. So it sort of like rubbed the nerves away a wee bit. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain because every time you're in there, like even from going from A to B, like things change.
Imagine that every time's going to be different. So it's never going to be the same. It's always going to be a different feeling.
But again, like I said, like things can change, man. But I feel like I liked my process of that last one, and just going in and like just smile, man. Smile and wave, take a deep breath, and just it's only 9 minutes. At the end, well, say 12 minutes. Talk about in between.
I bet it feels like a good hour though. When you're actually in there.
It is.
So, what stage does the time ever step up? Is that no a thing? I see this thing. I don't know much about the whole MMA scene. I only know about like the glory days and UFC and stuff. Like I'm a pure, is it a fanboy? I only like big events.
Well, we go from 3 minutes to 5 as soon as you go pro. Like,
right.
Once you go pro, all it is smaller gloves. You can use elbows and knees, and the time's longer, and your record matters.
Okay.
The new is just everybody's green, everybody's learning.
Right.
Just going with it pretty much.
Go and enjoy it. Aye.
Well, that's when you'll soak up most experience. Even if you're just enjoying something, do you know what I mean? You will soak it up a bit better than if you're just tense all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to. It's not going to be.
You can see it with like the amateurs that have had more experiences, more fights. Like they just almost just ooze confidence and just take it in their stride the more they're in there, and that's just sort of that's where I want to get to over the next year or so. Just know that I know my process. I'm going to be comfortable, and then just go from there. Because I know if I'm going to be happy, then I'm more likely going to be dangerous.
It's like you're happy as well. You're going to give everything. You're not going to, if you're not enjoying it, you're going to half-arse it.
Just if I'm happy, then I'm not going to be in there too tense, and you know, like,
if you're tense, you're wasting energy.
Worried about what I'm doing instead of what they're going to do.
So see the on top, like the big events, are they quite regular? Are they only like every 3 or 4 a year? Or?
I think between the last two that I fought on, they were a year apart. I think they like to push for 3 and 4 a year, if my knowledge is correct. But like a lot of the other promoters like just book dates, and then you end up with fight shows like Clyde and stuff like that. So it is a bit of a nightmare, especially for fighters, man. And then naturally people pull out due to like injuries and stuff like that. And if there's like 2 shows at one time, it's harder to get like fighters in and stuff.
I was just thinking because you seem keen, you're happy. It's just if you want to fight probably as much as you can, especially at events. You want to be fighting at events and getting that experience under your belt. So
yeah, definitely.
So can you just pick any event to fight in, or do you need to?
If there's an event come up, I'll say.
If
there's an event coming up, I'll say to my coach, "Look, what's the chances of me getting on it?" Granted, if I'm still been training in the gym consistently and all that carry on, then they'll say aye.
What's the chances of getting on it if somebody gets injured? Is that, do they have like people to step in at that point? Or
I've never really been in that sort of position, man. But again, as long as I'm fit and I can make the weight, then I don't think there'll be much of a problem, mate.
See, just going back to your first fight, right? So obviously it was your debut, first time you were ever in the cage, and then obviously you got the win, right? So for anybody that doesn't know, you got the win, your first and your debut fight. What was the feeling like when you found out? Because it was a decision. So your 3 fights have all been by decision, eh?
Aye.
So far. So what was it like to, when obviously the referee lifts up your arm, says in the blue corner or whatever? What's it like?
It was definitely a massive relief anyway, because I don't know, I can't really remember how I was feeling like during it. I was just happy that I'd got through it, I think, if I can put it like that. And then I won, brilliant, fucking elated. I think it's one of the biggest highs I've had.
Aye.
It lasted about 2 hours, mate, and then
it went to the airport.
Stomach cramps, sorry, camel cake I ate.
Where was the stag do?
Fucking Benidorm.
Can we have some stories for the stag do?
I just rocked up to this that morning. I ended up having to go to the airport, but I had to sit there for like fucking 6 hours, man, before I even got a chance to board a flight. So I've rocked up at the stag do, and fucking one of my mates just came down and was like, Colin, my cousin, he's away at the hospital. So trying to fit in the fridge. Now Colin's like 6'1", and he's trying to fit into this wee 5-foot fridge with a big glass panel on the boat, mate. So
Colin,
Nugget, he tries to climb in, stands on the glass and breaks all his foot, man.
Jesus.
There's a video on one of your group chats, man. If I can send it to you, I will, because there's blood everywhere.
Colin.
That's what I miss.
Stay away from fridges. Lesson learned, innit?
They don't mix.
Couldn't have been that warm in Benidorm, could it?
Try again.
Maybe.
So you come back for your stag do. What's the process when you come back? So do you give yourself 2 weeks before you get back in proper training, or do you just?
People give it. Some people don't even give it like a week. Everybody's different. It depends how you're feeling, I suppose. Depending on your injuries, man. But in an ideal world,
came back.
Just get back into routine. Because the longer I'm away, the bigger the rut I'm going to be in.
Yeah.
Builds up more pressure as well. You want to be in there as soon as possible, I assume. You want to get back in, you want to get more experience.
Man.
So what was the difference with
what's that?
How long was between your first and second fight? What was the time scale?
Almost a year, man. Then
really?
A year again between my second and third. It's not really ideal, man.
You need to do things.
In between the two, I did have other fights scheduled. The first one, she was heavily pregnant and she had a check-up up at the hospital or something like that. And the wee man's heartbeat stopped, or it kept dropping or something like that. Because I think the umbilical cord was around his neck or something like that. So I had other things on my mind.
Oh my God, so much. Definitely.
So my coach says, look, you've got other things ahead, don't worry about it. If you want to pull out. I says, right, no bother. Turns out a blessing in disguise, because he ended up being born the day I was meant to fight.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, brilliant, man.
Brilliant, aye.
Everything was okay, aye? Wee man's okay?
Oh, everything's hunky. He was 3.5 weeks premature, so I had to stay in the hospital for a few days, but other than that, it was pretty sound, man.
Good.
He's still having a while in the now, so.
I seen a picture you put up yesterday earlier on. He's getting big, eh?
Yeah, mate. He's fucking cheeky as well, man. Too much like me.
Wonder who takes that after.
My dad.
You've said that before.
So
what do you think? You're saying about the wee man, him growing up, and you want to stick in MMA. Is a good lady allowing that? She's not allowing it, but I'm not saying she's controlling you. But
oh no, totally, man.
Full time.
She knows I'm no half-assed about it. It's done a lot more positive in my life than negative, so much more. It got me away from the madness pretty much. It got me being able to afford to buy a house because I wasn't spunking it on other stuff. So, like I say, my food, everything's just getting better. It keeps me in shape. It's just, that's my thing, man. She's all for it. Obviously, she missed the first one because she was, I think she was 6 months pregnant or something like that. But even the other two, she loved it being there.
Good. It's the kind of environment and the person you need surround, especially when you've got a kid. It's
totally, man.
Definitely. So see, moving on to your second fight, right?
Yep.
So obviously we've kind of touched on the different camps. Was there any different to your second camp for your first camp? Did you say that was when Laura was, or you just had the wee man, or?
Aye, so we had the Wayne, and he was an absolute fucking nightmare for sleeping. Like up 5-6 times a night, every single night, like ridiculous. So that definitely was a bit tough because again, like I like to get my 8 hours. I like to get up early, but I just need my 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that, and then everything else was more just like mental pressure that I put on myself, man. Like I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to be on weight and blah blah blah. And I think I was on weight, like I say, fucking 4 weeks before or something like that, and it just had a total detriment between that, the lack of sleep, and just the mental pressure I put on myself. I definitely paid the price of it.
So obviously it didn't go as planned, right? So you lost a second fight to a decision, right? What do you think? Do you think that done a bit positive for you, though, going into your third fight, or even moving forward? So you had experiencing a loss, and then maybe thinking back to what you might have done, or you might have should have done, or whatever.
Well, definitely I had positives. Like I say, on the run up to that, it was a lot of just putting mental pressure on myself for no reason. Just a learning process, I guess. So what I done that time, the third time around, is don't do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's as simple as that, man. Like, don't, and obviously get my 8 hours.
So if you'd got your 8 hours and you'd not put pressure on yourself, see the pressure you put on yourself, that must take some amount of energy out of you as well.
Definitely
drain you as well, and just you're not getting yourselves fresh as you can be. But
it's not even like the thought of losing; it's like the thought of embarrassing myself in front of everybody. That was more the detriment, I think. I feel like I was getting in my head too much. Probably other people were getting in my head as well, and that is what it is, man.
I think if you focus too much on I'd imagine, right? Obviously, I have not got a clue, but I would imagine that a lot of people are focused on getting some sort of win streak, and they want this best unbeaten record, and they want this and that. But realistically, how many times is that going to happen? For how many?
But like I say, I'm sure your record doesn't even matter anyway. It doesn't matter until you go pro.
Just experience, really, at the end of the day, isn't it?
That's all it is for us. Just try and get as much experience as possible. You should be competing in jiu-jitsu competitions, which I'm guilty for not doing. I competed in one on the run up to that fight there. Again, just I don't like wearing a gi, but I'll definitely need to compete more like that. If I can get a kickboxing fight, I don't know the rules of Muay Thai, but if I can get a Muay Thai fight, just for the sake of experience and performing in front of people. And different
would you call it different sports as well? Do you know what I mean?
Martial arts,
disciplines, sorry, that's what I was looking for. Different disciplines, it would definitely help.
I would definitely like a Thai or a K1 fight or something like that, because just to work, use my striking, you know what I mean? And so I can transfer that over into MMA instead of being so gun shy in a fight.
Yeah. So see the grip house, would they allow you to bring somebody in to spar with, or to get that experience, or does it need to be you need to go out there and fight somebody, or I don't know?
No, really.
Well, the thing about
they would never let just some stranger for the street just appear, you know what I mean, who's not had any experience. But if they've got a background, then I guess they would, aye.
But am I right in saying, Jamie, that obviously the Grip House is probably one of the best known MMA gyms in probably Scotland. They've produced people like Jojo Calderwood, obviously in UFC. There's always no Stevie Ray, who's the other one?
Rob
Whiteford, aye. So have had successful MMA careers. So you think about bringing somebody in to spar, you've probably got, if not the best of the best
people.
Aye, do you know what I mean?
Well, Joanne obviously stays in Vegas now. I think she's like in the gym like once every 6 months or something. I don't know, but I've never like, met her personally. I've never trained with her or anything like that. Because she's obviously over there living her own life now.
Yeah.
And so who's that? Who's she? Sorry.
Joanne Calderwood. She's actually scheduled to fight Valentina Shevchenko for the flyweight title.
July, isn't it? Oh, it's scheduled for July.
Maybe July, but I don't know if it's been postponed now.
No, don't know yet. But where is it? I know she obviously trained in Grip House, but do you know where it is she's from? Whereabouts in Glasgow? Or? No.
I want to say Ayrshire, but I could be wrong, man.
Yeah. But it's good. It's a good...
So anyway, let's get back to Jamie. Let's talk about Jamie and know somebody that I have not Googled before this conversation, right? So,
but I also spoke about fight 2. Third fight. On you go, Ken.
So see fight 2 and fight 3.
Yeah.
Do you think that person being a bit taller, because it looked as if they were a lot, not a lot taller, but they were certainly taller than you, did that help, or do you notice, or was it anything at all today with the fight, or just?
You certainly notice, I guess. The boy I fought in the second fight was a big boy, man. The third time, Fraser, he was just a bit longer.
Aye.
He
didn't quite young as well. He looked young. Not that you look old, but
probably is. The thing is,
the beard, mate. It's the beard.
Being 27 and in the amateur scene, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a younger boy you're fighting.
Really?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah, especially now, because even some of the boys that are coming up through our gym, they're 16, 17, 18.
Wow, man.
And just because at that age, they're just sponges taking it all in, man.
To be hit repeatedly and keep coming back at that age, I'm still scared to get punched.
I spent my teen years getting punched anyway.
I was never in that. I was never in that environment. I think I've only been punched about 3 times in my life, and I don't look to get punched a 4th. It's a scary thing, man.
The wee man's punched me more than that today.
I'm a wee girl. She grabs my face and just clings on you for dear life. It's so horrible, man.
Break the skin.
Aye, I'm not interested. I don't know. That might be my first proper fight. I might fight her at some point.
Aye, maybe when she gets a bit older, right enough. What is she, 18 months?
18 months. She might batter me. I don't know.
But
I might hit her back.
So fight 3.
Fight 3.
Aye.
Talk to me.
So when you get back on the winning side, so you got your W. So would you say you're kind of refocused getting into that fight? Because obviously you had a bit of your energy was focused maybe a different places. The last one.
I feel like, see, towards the end of last year, I just had my head on other things just outside the gym. Me and her were adapting to other things and that. And my head was just a bit all over the place, man. I was actually meant to fight September last year as well, and again I had to pull out because for getting too much into detail, there was just a wee bit of a rift between me and her and stuff like that.
How long have you
not even a rift
in your house? Sorry, how long have you lived in your house? How long have you had your house for?
I got the keys for this house the day after Cameron was born.
Wow, man.
So everything's just...
It's so amplified regardless of what your life's about. Jesus Christ.
See, when I first started...
Move in, look after a baby, go to work. She's juggling so many different things.
Nah, because the first time round, she was still up in Dundee staying for uni. She was pregnant, and I was still staying with my mum and dad. So for me, it was just jumping out my dad's van at Postle and then going straight to the gym, train for however long I want, walk up the road. I was like a half an hour walk, so I walk up the road, cook my dinner, bed, repeat. That was literally it. I was happy doing that. And then obviously get the house, get the kid. So many fucking different changes. So just constantly having to adapt to it, that says.
Even just having a kid alone, even if you had the house and you were training
everything else,
even just bringing your wee boy into the equation, you know what I mean? That's going to change a lot. I think never mind the house, having to maybe even decorate and even
So maybe fight 3 is when you've started to settle in and get a routine and get your 8 hours sleep. And
I'd say after Christmas, the first couple of weeks, I feel like towards the end of last year, I wasn't really I was just training for the sake of it, and I was starting to like, just not enjoy it. If that makes sense. Not enjoy it, but like
just doing it for
exercise rather just than turning up.
Aye. I sort of just lost myself a wee bit, and then from like the new year onwards, I started like enjoying it more and more. And it's a love-hate thing.
Aye. You love
but
that
again,
you hate it.
You're not always going to have like. No, everything's all going to be fucking sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? You're going to have like tough things and all that, and that was just a wee.
I'm sitting here going, I'm sitting here as if I know, as if I know what you mean, Jamie. No.
Well,
I love getting hit.
In life, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have like your tough times, and that was just a wee tough one for me.
Even when you think about anybody who's
pride myself and just enjoy everything again.
Aye, you think about anybody who's successful, not just in MMA, but in sport and business. How many times do you need to be down before you can come back strong? Do you know what I mean? It's just, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but everything probably will stand you in good stead for the future.
That is just life. Look, Robert Downey Jr., he's a drug addict. Now he's one of the richest people to ever do movies. He was I don't know what drugs he took, but he knows he's definitely a drug addict. As I said, anything in this podcast it said is true. So
gospel,
100%. Aye, definitely.
Which see, just on a bit of a side topic, right? See fighters get into see when they make that walk, you always see them so focused, right? So we'll probably talk about UFC. It's the biggest
it's most relatable
organisation for mixed martial platform, MMA platform in the world. So see when you watch them, right, and they're so focused getting in, how many times do you think not just a UFC but an MMA fighter goes into the octagon with a small injury or a large injury? Or do you think it's more common than what people think?
Every time. Look, if you're not
I think that's mad.
If you're not going into a fight with an injury, I reckon you're probably not training hard enough, man. Unless you've just got really, really fucking lucky.
Good genetics.
Because you had your knee brace on, didn't you? You had a knee brace on.
Aye, but that wasn't an injury. Like, I had an abscess on my knee. And fight week, I was taking antibiotics, and it was really just to cover the wound essentially, because there was a plaster over it. But they've looked at that, because I wore it the weigh-in as well, and they've looked at that thinking, oh, he must have something the matter. And I think within the first 5-10 seconds, the boys looked panda leg kicking.
Oh, he did.
But he fired right into the side of my knee, and there was absolutely nothing. I just felt the force of it, but there was no injuries or anything like that. I think he just gave him something to aim for that wasn't there.
Aye. Just get out and know your fights.
Take his focus away from it. Aye.
Well, the second kick he flung, he actually injured his own foot, because he kicked with the top of his foot right against the side of my knee. So he came back.
If you watched the end of that round, you said he was probably limping a wee bit, wasn't he, when he went back to the corner?
I managed to get a takedown. The bell rung and he stood up, but you see him limping away back to his side.
I would do that with every fight. I would come down with a neck brace on and stuff like that. I've got a really sore neck.
My first one actually had fucking a big massive cauliflower ear, and the only way I can describe it is, imagine toothache in your ear.
Like earache?
No.
They would say, Jamie would say earache.
No, because it's not even in your ear, it's at the top.
Oh, right, sorry.
That was constantly filling up with blood and fluid. I think I had that 4 weeks before I fought, and every day I was having to go home and drain it. It wouldn't. I never had the time to go hard. I got totally put magnets on it. I got totally fucking bandage it up, but it never ever worked.
What's that? Is that just for your wrestling or jiu-jitsu?
I got mine off just drilling with some fucking stranger.
Oh, really?
Instead of touching it in my side of my gloves, twice he fired a hook into the side of my ear. And it wasn't even bad shots, but it's just the blunt force of it. And then that night, it was a way up. So every night I was having to go home and fucking drain that. So I became the master of that.
That's disgusting. Apparently, say a lot of rugby players get that, didn't they?
Aye.
That's what you were only meant to drain it a few times, and after so many times you couldn't drain it anymore. I thought that was a thing. Is it? Nah, obviously not. If your ears are totally fine.
I ended up getting. I can't even mind how I even got a hold of it, but I ended up with a needle box anyway, so I wasn't just binning it. and every day I was just constantly, because it was like wee insulin needles, I think it was like 2 or 3 at a time, filling before it was completely drained. So I was constantly just filling this man to the brim.
This is crazy. You must love what you do so much to go through that. That's
brilliant. Every night, I know. Jesus.
Right, so what's the future got for you? Are you going to push on, keep going, and see how far it takes you? Have you got a goal?
Obviously things like UFC is probably a bit too far-fetched, but it's all...
No, it's far-fetched.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's just, I'm doing it to enjoy it, and I just want to go as far as I can.
I just don't put too much pressure on yourself, kind of thing.
I've always been competitive. Like, I've always been playing football, always successful, and it's just naturally carried on. So if I'm not competing in something, then I get a bit lost, and I can easily let bad habits fall in. And again, I don't even watch football unless it's Rangers that's playing anymore. I don't play it anymore, so but this is my thing, man. I love it, and I just want to go as far as I can.
But I think don't just totally draw a line under going to the UFC. All you need is 3 or 4 fights that are like go viral, and then all of a sudden,
never know.
It's like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was a plumber.
There's plenty of other big promotions out there anyway. You know what I mean?
You even look at like Cage
people
Warriors
just like to use that as like the staple, because naturally it is like the biggest organisation, really. So
yeah,
right.
Bye, man. Never say never, I guess.
I watched a really cool video. I'm not going to go into it about how the UFC kind of spiraled and became like pure exploded, and it was like so many months before it, they nearly just folded it all together.
Aye.
And Dana White went to Two Brothers.
Aye, Fertitta Brothers.
Aye.
And he said, "Listen, this could be something."
And then they sold it to that WME for fucking billions.
I know. But that Dana White's so involved, isn't he? Like, it's unbelievable how much he wants to be. I know he wants everybody to see him. And
have you ever seen any videos of him sparring by like boxing? He's quite into his boxing.
Nah,
is he?
He's actually quite a good boxer. Well, Jamie, you'll be able to a bit more qualified to tell if he is, but
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
To me, he looks
I have no idea.
A pretty decent boxer.
I remember he was like Tito Ortiz's and Chuck Liddell's manager once upon a time, and then he became like the promoter of UFC, I think. But I don't know too much of his history. I'm not going to lie.
Nah, he's no skint. That's the main thing.
This is a bit of a random question for you, right? See, if you get one fight that stands out for you of all time that you've seen, probably UFC.
Oh, right.
All over.
I've put you in the spot here, haven't
I? There's just no what I'll say.
I'm sure sweating. I'm sweating to throw it.
I'll say Diego Sanchez versus Gilbert Melendez, because that's the first fight I watched, and the two of them just go back and watch that fight after this if you can.
Right.
Like, the two of them just went fucking ham from like the get-go. It's bananas. Then after that, Robbie Lawler, Rory McDonald too.
I was about to say that was mine. Rory McDonald. That was my favourite one.
Aye,
absolute war. Maybe his lip was hanging off and.
Nah,
horrible.
Fucking McDonald's all smashed in, but Diego Sanchez, Gilbert Melendez, like, imagine that sort of fight, just a bit less technical.
Aye.
Just because Diego Sanchez is just a bit. He's good, but he's just a bit fucking bonkers at the same time. And
that's good. That's good.
Chases Gilbert Melendez down and just loses all sense of the technical aspect. And I think Melendez won. Just
did they go the distance
and just try to fight his fight the best he could.
Did that go the distance, that fight?
Aye, I think so.
What about
sometimes? No, we had on. See, just we were talking about this guy's bananas. See, sometimes what was this is me going like a big time. It's a boxing fight, but the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, when Tyson Fury hits Deontay Wilder on the side of the head and he does his ear, and apparently done his like equilibrium. Have you ever had anything like that happen to you? Or anything like you're hitting, you kind of really find your balance or anything? I find it's mad that this, like something like that, like a one punch sort of, maybe lucky, maybe it happens once in a blue moon, but something like that to happen, the full fight was done for there. I know it's boxing, it's not really.
No, it's still the same.
Rung a bell.
Like, I don't know, man. I've never had that done to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, did you see when you went to like school? Did them ever try and like slap you like right on the ear with a cupped hand? No.
I
had that done to me. Your ear rings for fools. It's like so sore.
And I also people
we all had totally different upbringings, eh?
Definitely.
At the Tamagotchi and
getting slapped in the ear.
Slapped in the ear for my Tamagotchi.
No, what I was going to say was, is there any? Who's probably your favourite fighter? If you look to somebody for sort of inspiration, who would it be?
No, good question.
Nobody, yourself, the mirror.
No, man. I can't even answer that question.
There can't really be anybody. If you would have it, you would know, wouldn't you? If you did have somebody.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many people that you can take different elements with, like Conor McGregor's,
especially with MMA. MMA is so.
I would have said TJ Dillashaw because I like his style, but then he got caught being a wee steroid junkie.
Aye, that's right.
Bastard, so that sort of got put in the back burner.
Is that the guy with the blonde hair that when Conor McGregor and him beefed on
a wee while back?
What's your thoughts on? Sorry, on you go, mate. Sorry.
No, just you said I just remember watching the videos. What was that thing called? Was it Ultimate Fighter or something like that? And Conor McGregor was the captain and that other guy was
Uriah Faber.
Aye, the Ultimate Fighter. It was him and Uriah Faber.
Sorry.
What
you saying, Gav?
I was going to say, what's your thoughts on Cody Garbrandt? Do you like Cody Garbrandt? Because I know it's a bit, because him and TJ had a bit of a tiff, obviously. But I was when you said TJ there, I was on the other side. I was thinking Cody Garbrandt. I just liked him because he was a bit more, kind of like family orientated. He was quite a normal guy,
right?
And then TJ was a wee bit of a cocky sort of character. Do you know what I mean? Did you like him as well, or is it just the style that you like TJ?
I like Cody, man, but his last couple of fights,
I know
he loses himself a bit, man, and you just need to go back and watch his fight with Dominic Cruz, who's one of the best, if not the best, fighters footwork-wise in the UFC.
He's got MMA such history. A weird style, by the way, isn't he? How weird is his style? So weird. Kenny, you should watch him.
I like it, but at the same time, I find that I enjoy. I need to be in the mood because sometimes it can bore me as well. But you just need to look at Cody's fight against him and see that he's got that in his locker. His last few fights, he just gets a bit pissed off.
Emotionally attached.
Aye, but what was it? He beat TJ twice, and if I remember right, it was Pedro Munez. I don't know how you say his name. And he just wanted to go ham instead of just fighting his fight.
I think he got a bit. See, when you get a bit of a reputation for knocking somebody out,
he's got an ego.
Aye, he has to try and maintain it. And
the only way I can describe him is he's a bam, really.
Yes.
But Kenny loves a bit of shit talking.
He's just get him. And he's just a Ned, really. That's all that is. Just a pure Ned mentality. And
this is see if like the three of us were to sit down and watch a fight. I think you'd watch a hell of a lot more of the technical side and be going, you could move a bit like this, do that, maybe do this, and
definitely.
I think you've got the ability and experience to look into fights a lot more than maybe
that's
definitely me.
But you don't train it, so
aye.
But again, let's see once you start taking. I'm not saying if you are, but if you start taking classes and just picking up wee things, then you watch it. Then that's when you do start noticing it.
Aye.
It's not. You're in certain scenarios. You can think back.
You understand what you know.
Do you watch all the UFC, or do you try, or is it? Do you bother? Or
9 out of 10 events I watch.
Do you stay up for them?
Depends.
You want your 8 hours. You want your 8 hours.
Exactly. If I stay up to watch it, then I'll always probably crash out about the fucking co-main event anyway. and then I'll go to bed at like 6 in the morning, and then I'm up at 8, and then it just fucks me up for like a day or two, man.
Knocks you, and you're just chasing it for a week.
If I'm watching it with my mates and I'm having a few drinks, then it fucks me for 3 days.
I bet, and then some, man.
Exactly, I know,
can imagine.
Have
you anything to add, Jamie? Is there anything are you quite happy, or is there anything that you feel that you need to get out there? Or
quite happy, man. I don't know who's watching this, but if you ever want to like do it, don't ever you can message us how you get involved, but the answer's always going to be the same. Just go to a gym and train. It's not really rocket science.
Can I imagine? It would be really daunting for, like you said, it would be such a...
It is, but see, when you go, like, I can't speak for every gym, you know what I mean? But everybody at pools is absolutely sound, man.
Like, you really humble people.
Aye, like, you look at some of these people and have had, like, so many fights, and you're like, oh... But really, they're just people, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're just good at their hobby.
Jeez, I looked really bald there when I pulled my hair back. I've been sweating so much through this. I feel like I've done 3 rounds.
Nervous.
Shut up. But no, like me personally, I would always feel that these people are going to, even the people going to gyms and this, so there's this stigmatism that these people are going to be like this, and I'm just not going to enjoy it. But you say that's good to know that these people are very humble and they're very welcoming. So,
mate, it is, man. I know I had the same idea myself, but like, it's really
not true.
It's not as difficult as people like to make it, man. Like, just go. Don't be a dick.
Commit.
Aye.
Good.
Aye, well, listen, thanks very much for coming on, mate. It's been...
That's what I was going to say.
Aye.
Appreciate it so much, man. It was really cool for you to give us your time. It's really cool.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me a wee platform here, no?
Aye, that massive. Hopefully at some point it will be a massive platform. Let's say. And I know you eat healthy, but the biscuit box, my missus makes biscuits, and they're
first sponsor.
They're really good. So buy them. Okay. No, you, Jamie, because you'll batter me, but everybody probably would. But if you're ever in the need for biscuits, then the biscuit box, you'll find them on Instagram. What about you, Jamie? Is there any?
If you're ever looking for like home insurance or mortgage or anything like that, hit up Kyle Financial Limited. They're one of my sponsors. Dynamite, with them for like over a year now. Help cover cost, absolute lifesavers, great guys. Helped me and her. Obviously, we didn't really know about them before we got our mortgage, but they've been absolutely spot on. They're just a mortgage broker, man. But they'll help you the best deals that you can get. And
what about you? What's your social media? Are you on social media like regularly?
My social media is just literally Jamie McGlinchey.
Nice.
Just my name, nice and simple. Man.
Nice and simple,
man. Another one for Clyde Accounting and Solutions, if I've said that right. Again, another one of my sponsors. Get on to them if you're ever looking for an accountant, and Elation Fitness Training.
Brilliant. Good. Lovely. Right, well, I'm happy to end this here. If there's anything else anybody wants to add, feel free.
No,
absolutely not. Man, we enjoyed this. It was a lot easier than I thought.
I know.
As bad as what you think, mate.
I think if we've guessed, we need to start sending them alcohol, Gav, just to so everybody's got some.
I know.
See that Jamie's an athlete. He shouldn't be drinking.
We couldn't endorse that.
My fridge. I'm nice, man. I had my booze, my accident yesterday. I don't need any more today.
Right. Well, till next time, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks again, Jamie. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, boys. And I shall see you again.
Take care. Bye-bye.